Today we're making Krispy Kreme style donuts. So what's great about these donuts is the texture for me. There's a slight chew to it, kind of like a brioche almost. Very moist though at the same time and very pillowy. So it's great for dipping, it's great for glazes. What I think is really fun about this recipe is even if you don't nail it the first time, you're still gonna have a product that's really good to eat. It's sugary, it's moist, it's very tender. You'll still love it and you can perfect it from there. For this recipe, the equipment you need is a basic stand mixer, ring mold to cut the donuts, and then a fryer setup and a thermometer. The first thing you need to do is get your wet ingredients at the right temperature. Take a pot over low-medium heat. And just slowly heat it up to about 100 to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. At that point, transfer it into the stand mixer bowl. Add the yeast and mix. So now you have that base going in the stand mixer. Let's get the dry ingredients ready. Combine the bread flour, granulated sugar, salt, and diastatic malt. Diastatic malt powder is very common in the baking industry. It's going to make it rise faster and improve the texture in the dough. Now we're ready to add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. Turn the stand mixer on low speed and begin to add the dry ingredients 1 spoonful at a time. Now you have all your ingredients together in the stand mixer bowl. Increase the speed to 7 out of 10 and you're gonna mix for about 20 minutes. What's happening now is you're developing gluten and it's gonna cause the dough to get more elastic and pull away from the sides. That's a telltale sign when you're done. Now you need to chill the dough to make it easier to work with later. Cover with plastic wrap and place in the fridge for 60 minutes. Now it's time to roll out the dough. Lightly flour the top of the dough and begin to roll it out a ½ inch thick. If you want to make sure your dough is exactly a ½ inch thick, use some books or magazines at about that height for guides when you're rolling. At this point, the dough is ready to be punched out into whatever shape donuts you prefer. For the final step, you need to proof your donuts. On parchment paper or wax paper, lightly grease and transfer your donuts to them to proof, covered. Just before I wrap them, I like to spray the top of the donuts. That way, if they start rising and they run into the plastic wrap, they don't stick to it. At this point, your donuts are ready to fry. What's great about this recipe is the donut doesn't absorb much fryer oil at all because we're using high protein bread flour, and so we work in the stand mixer to develop gluten. That's gonna create a barrier and less fryer oil is gonna make it into your donut, making it healthier, it's less soggy after a ½ hour or hour out of the fryer. Now transfer your donuts to the fryer. Again, keep in mind at this point, they're gonna double in size as well. You want to make sure that there's enough room for them all to float at the surface without overlapping each other. You can tell when they're done when each side is amber in color and there's a nice blonde band in the middle of it. When the donuts come out of the fryer, I like to let them rest for about 15 minutes before eating them. It's a pretty quick recipe, so it's fun and easy to do with your friends and family.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Oh man, look at that cream filling. Oh, no way to do this not messy. Do I have some on my mouth? Yeah. Oh my God, my shirt. Ruining my dinner.